your boy Can Say So, and I'm back for to it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as you always. Watch the full video. They got that boy.
So Corey has
They got
officially
him.
been booked in a Harris County facility. As you can see here, his booking date was yesterday, January 16th. Corey turned himself in around 7 p.m. last night. Now, according to court documents, it appears that Corey has a bond set at $100,000. Now, I'm not sure if that's just for one case, since he does have two, which would make it $200,000 bond.
That's
now, if you guys are
crazy,
not
brother.
familiar with bonds, when you go to a bail's bondsman, they normally require you to put down like 10%. So in order for Corey to get out, it appears that he's going to have to put up $20,000. And it doesn't appear that Corey obtained his own lawyer because he was signed a public defender.
I knew it. I knew it. Me and the supporter was talking, but hey, yeah, like I said before, yes, y'all can hit my DM about these videos, yes. But I told her, I said, I guarantee or slightly guarantee he's gonna have a public defender. Bro, you should have took that money that you spent on that plane ticket. Mind you, he did say that he been on planning on going. But once the situation happened, you should have said, never mind. Because, bruh, that $3 million that he had, mind you, he might still have something. But, bruh, that money, you should have went and got you a real super paid, high class lawyer. You getting a public defender? They work, most of them. I don't say all because, hey, crazy enough, when I was in jail, I had a good public defender. I was about to take a strike. I was about to take it. She said no. She's like, no, we're not gonna do that. Let me go talk to your people. Came back, said, no, we gonna run this back again, and then we're gonna get you up out of here. So that's why I said most of them be working with the DA to wash you up. So it's a 50-50 chance, bro. Like, I wouldn't have took this risk, bro. I would have gathered up as much money as I can to give me a good lawyer. I'm not taking a public defender if I'm in his position. No.
Now, there's a lot of bad stigma about public defenders because, of course, a lot of them help the courts out. So they really just want you to plea guilty, and so they can get over with the case and be on to the next one. They're not really there to fight for you. No, I don't.
Man, bro. Hey, sometimes you can tell by how they dress. If they come in with a suit, look like they just got out from Ross or from a regular clothing store. No, they ain't getting no money. The one that's getting through it, if they gotta drag this case out, they gotta go to trial. Sometimes that might be good, sometimes that might be bad. But the ones with the tailor made, yeah, them the ones you need. The ones with the extra baggy suit, don't get them. They're going to wash you up.
I don't want to talk bad on all public defenders because I'm not really familiar with them, but I'm just telling you guys what most people think about public defenders. But it doesn't appear that Corey has the money to pay for a lawyer. I mean, according to the financial documents that were filed with the court, he doesn't have any monthly income coming in right now. If you can see his total income.
Bro, see, look, this is why you should have stayed off the internet, because they gonna go look at that. The DA is gonna go look at all your videos. You say you found $3 million in the bank. They know TikTok pays, even though it's possibly about to be banned in 2 days. You got money on there that you can go pull off. You got something. I ain't saying there's a whole lot on TikTok, but you got Facebook, Snapchat on if you was using it. YouTube, it's still somebody sitting there, I guarantee it. Like, bro, they're not dumb. They're not dumb.
Income is $0. So now, an affidavit of financial condition for a criminal case is a sworn statement that lists a defendant's assets, debts, and income, and it's a key document in a criminal case and may be used to determine if a defendant is eligible for a court-appointed counsel, which Corey does have because he was appointed that public defender. So now, according to these public documents, states that Corey is living in Katy, Texas with a friend or family. He's been there for 3 years, so stating that he's full-time employed as a content creator. He's been employed for 9 years and 7 months, doesn't have any debts or assets. But now Corey has previously stated that he had real estate in Alabama. So I'm wondering what happened to all that, because that's not listed.
It's in the, what's her name? Precious or whatever. It's in her name.
Here on these financial conditions. Now, another document that was posted is the court directive order. As you can see here, the other is check, stating that electronic monitoring device shall be installed prior to defendant's release from Harris County custody. Now, if you guys don't know what that means, it means that if Corey is released on bond, then he will probably or will be wearing an ankle monitor so they can know where he's at all times. Now, there are
but I believe last time when I was in jail, I was trying to get that. And they said you got to pay X amount of dollars. It got to be installed somewhere, and you got to. And I think it's a daily fee or a weekly fee. I forgot. I think, but it's a fee though. So if you told you ain't got no money, bro, how you gonna pay for that? That ain't cheap. I mean, not saying it ain't cheap, but I don't believe it's free. I don't believe it's free. Especially like if you like young, they put you on probation, put you on house arrest. Yes, that's probably free. But this, you're grown. I don't think so. I might be wrong though.
A lot of conditions to having to wear an ankle monitor. One being that you have to be in at a certain time, being that they give him a curfew. And sometimes that curfew is like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. So now they also filed paperwork with bond conditions. So let's just read all that would apply to Corey. First states, defendant shall personally appear in court on time every time this case is set on the court's docket, unless the judge waives the appearance. Another one states, defendant shall commit no crime and shall not engage in any conduct that could result in his arrest. Another one that is checked here states, defendant is to surrender his or her passport for temporary deposit with the treasurer or register of the court as instructed by supervising agency, and provide the agency with proof of that surrender. So that means that Corey will have to give up his passport, so he will no longer be able to travel out of the country. Now let's look at what they have listed as his travel restrictions. It says defendant travel is restricted as follows: must remain within Harris County, Texas, and its surrounding counties: Brazoria, Chambers, Fort Bend, Galveston, Liberty, Montgomery, and Waller. A request to travel outside these counties must be submitted to your supervising officer at least 2 business days prior to your planned travel date. So looks like Corey will be stuck in Houston until he can get this case resolved. Now it also states defendant must not possess or consume marijuana or any controlled substance or dangerous drug unless
Carmen better go up there like, hey, look. I'll pay your bond right now if you sign this paper. That's your best bet right there. You know where he at, and you bribing, but hey, something you gotta do what you gotta do. There you go. You know where he at. Go up there. Hey, sign this paper. I'm gonna bond you out right now. I got the money in the purse. What's up? I got it from Big Man.
obtained a prescription for the defendant issued by a medical doctor. Defendant will provide a copy of all such prescriptions to his supervising officer in advance. Also states defendant must not use or possess a firearm. Defendant is required to submit to an EM, which is an electric monitor, which would be the ankle monitor. It states here the EM will be installed prior to release from Harris County custody. Calendar days of the defendant's release on bond. Defendant must sign any required agreements, comply with all required equipment equipment and maintenance services and comply with monitoring protocols as instructed by the supervising agency. So now these were the documents that were listed with the courts. Now, hopefully Corey is able to obtain his own attorney and not have a public defender defending him.
Man,
But I know
bruh.
Corey did
You
state
better.
at one point that his case was so solid that he could really defend himself. So maybe that's why he chose to go the public defender route. But then again, lawyers do come with a hefty price tag, and it appears that Corey is in some deep trouble with the courts. Now, I will keep you guys updated if Corey does make bail.
I don't know if like mind you, if you like, mind you, it has been people who have been in jail for X amount of time, went back and forth to court, said forget it, I'm not paying a lawyer, went and read all the books, studied all the documents or whatever, and got themselves out. There are people who have done that. But again, look what it took for them to be able to do that. They had to. You got to really go sit down, learn all the in and out of all these different laws, all the different court cases, and then like, bro, that's a lot. I don't know what it all to take, but I don't think it's gonna just be like I didn't do it. It ain't gonna be just that. You gonna have to prove for a fact, and you gotta. And a lawyer knows what what things they need to go obtain, what paperwork, what systems, what like this or that, how to debunk certain things, like especially with the 360 Act. You got to be able to call these phone companies or part of that company, the 360 people, and get a printout of something and whatever. Like it's gonna be a lot. I don't know if he's gonna be able to think of all that. That's why you need a high paid lawyer, not a high paid one, but a paid lawyer, a public defender. Again, it's a 50-50 chance. It's 50-50 with them, bro. It's a chance you might get a good one. I was lucky enough to get a good one, but hey, like I said in my video about it, if you go watch my video on my vlog channel, my time was like a movie, a wake up call. It was just like, hey, like how how you see the TV show what is it called with the kids Scare Straight or whatever. Yeah, it was like that. It was something like that. It was like, bro, like this what you like, look, you see the people, you see them fighting, you see this, you see that. You don't want to come back here, make sure you don't, and I haven't went back. Round of applause in the comment section.
Again, it looks like he has to put up $20,000. Now, there
He
too,
got
before
that.
he
Precious
turned
got that in there
himself
first.
in, or if he was captured, no one really knows yet. But he did put out the video of himself recording on that day of November 23rd after he thought that those girls were trying to set him up.
Thank y'all so much. Louis be bad with the, you know what I'm saying? Got my Drake on the side of it. I just seen a car circling around the car over there.
Okay. Okay.
There's the gas station over here. So these two white girls, long story short, y'all, they're trying to set me up.
Okay.
One
Okay.
of the dudes or whatever, right?
Okay. Like I said before, if that video don't mention nothing about what supposedly just happened, he's lying. The fact that this video is speaking about that, I kind of believe you now. I kind of believe him. I ain't gonna lie.
So it's just crazy as fuck how, like, you know, the discernment is high. You get to take everything that's going on. You feel what I'm saying? Wow. God is so good. They try to pin me to some shit. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
Okay.
It's so good. I'm telling y'all. Camera right here.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay. All right. I believe him. I kind of believe him now. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of believe him now. I kind of believe him. Hey, because again, like I said before, if you don't get out, you don't speak about what is currently happening when that's a crazy situation, you lying. But the fact that he did, I believe him. I ain't gonna lie. He can still be telling a lie, but I kind of believe him. And then again, looking from the outside, hearing the stories, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I wouldn't be surprised with with the other people. They might, hey, we can't get to him, so we gonna use y'all to get him. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I seen it happen plenty of times with actors, movies, uh, rappers, everybody. Like what back in the day, with the thing with Tupac, he didn't supposedly didn't even do nothing to the girl. She went out, she went and got crushed by his homie, came back and blamed it on him. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.